like Massachusetts?
I love it. I love it. I just and there's a freshness about it. So because the people are not exposed so much to our style of music, so it's like a rock concert. When we hit the stage, people are so excited and appreciative of us being here. So they just from note one, they are just with us, and we don't have to try to bring them with us. They're there with us.
A lot of good interaction.
Yeah, it's good.
That's cool. So I know you guys just took a little vacation. What's are you looking forward to the coming dates?
Yeah, from now to Christmas, is what. It's harvest time right now. And people are harvesting, farmers are harvesting. It's harvest time for us too. We work so hard first part of the year, recording and traveling. This is the time of the year where we kind of just we back it off just a little bit. We're working just Fridays and Saturdays and just spending more time at home with our families. So this is the sweet part of our schedule right now. And all the guys, you'll be able to see it tonight. They're a little bit more pumped up because they've been rested with their vacation.
That's awesome. So you want to talk a little about what happened with Roy?
Roy's father passed away just here recently. So Roy gave us 3.5 wonderful years and brought a lot of joy to not only the stage but on our bus. Funny guy. But he had some personal problems that he needed to take care of. And we've always said family first. That was on our first video. When the lights get brighter on the road than they are at home, it's time to stay home. And so we fully support him and him trying to work out his situations at home. Talk to him often, pray for him often, and I think he's on the other side of it now. I think he's doing well.
So you're doing it with Gordon now, right?
Gordon went out with us this summer and filled in for the summer tour. The last 2 years, we've really concentrated on our summer tour. That's the only time we could go out and work by ourselves outside of the Gaither organization because we travel exclusively with them. Bill's 71, 72 now, and I think wasn't it in May when we were here, he didn't get a chance to come?
Yeah.
And he's been having some ticker problems, nothing major, but the doctor said, at your age, you've got to pace yourself. So this fall and next spring, he's cut back a whole lot. So we will be working more outside of Gaither than we will with him. So the concentration now is not going to be summer tour, it's going to be just the 2008 tour. We'll do about 60 dates with Gaither, and we'll do 70 on our own, like we will here tonight in Worcester. So Gordon is going to be out with us on a few dates. It's been fun for me because I've got a lot of friends who play piano who don't want to go full time, but they're talented. I mean, just out of this world talented keyboard players. So in certain cities, we may bring them in to play. In certain cities, we won't even use a keyboard because we built this group, Signature Sound. We've built it on the energy the four guys bring to the stage. And it's funny to compare it. I shouldn't compare it, but I was watching TV the other day, flipped through the channels, and I saw the Pussycat Dolls in England. And man, they were just going at it. They had lights, and they had the smoke, and they had some stadium in Wimbledon or Wembley or Wellington. I can't remember the name of the city, but they had that stadium full. But there wasn't one instrument on stage. And I told the guys, I said, they're the show. They're the ones that people have come to see. So we just we made up our mind in certain markets. We need to step up our game and see if we can get it done without the band. And it's worked. We've been doing that too, and it's taken it to another level. In the entertainment value, in the camaraderie between the guys on stage, in the humor, because the other guys didn't get a chance to say much or do much, so they're being more involved in it. So it's the way I look at it is when one door closes, God opens opportunities in many other ways that you wouldn't have tried if you'd stayed in your own way of thinking. And change is hard, but change is always usually for the better.
More room to dance around without that.
More room to dance around, more room just to have fun. Yeah.
Here we go.
Showtime, baby.
Come on. Let's do it. Rock on. Go.
Can you hear it? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? You can go, Timmy. What advice would you give to
to young people to kind of keep them unspotted from the world? Just
Yeah.
in general.
I mean, I can answer that one because I remember so vividly just a few years back that I was one of those kids. I was a teenager, and I was, you had this crowd, you had this crowd, this crowd. You wanted to be accepted in every bit of those crowds, but you also had your standard as a Christian, being raised in a Christian home. And at one point in time, I don't know if it happens overnight, but at one point in time, as a young person, your lessons that you've been taught, whether it be from church or your parents or your grandparents or some mentor, at some point you got a question and you say, is that what I believe? Or is that what I've been told I believe? And you have that light goes over your top of your head moment, and then you start going on a journey of finding out what I really do believe in here. Who am I? And that was a journey for me, and it had some ups and downs. But what kept me centered, and what the advice I would give to young people through those times when you're questioning, don't beat yourself up by questioning the things of God, or even questioning God yourself. Because God gave you the mind that you question Him with, so He's big enough to handle it. You're not insulting Him. And number two, you're going to the right source. You're asking Him. Same way Jesus asked on the cross, why have you forsaken me? I mean, He was going to the Father, so keep going to the Father with your doubts, with your questions. And three, you don't have, and I can testify this, you don't have to go out and try all these things, realizing that they're going to hurt you